I guess one of my favorites of October is the EMILY NOEL Wants palette. It's needs. I don't know. Just remember, need. You need and you want. Okay. It is you need the needs. Like you need bread. Look at my cute little blouse that I got at Marshall's. Do you like it? Probably not. I had a blouse like this when I was in 5th grade. It was like, I remember when I wore this, I had like the best day I ever had in 5th grade, and I thought from now on I'm going to wear a blouse like this every single day of my life, but that didn't work out.
Read through the games that you keep playing on me. Still I can't get over you. 'Cause when we touch it feels like we're like fireworks that burst into the sky. And then it's all like that, so here we go, acting like we do. We say things that are not true, but somehow I'm still here. I'm addicted to the way you make me feel. I've been trying to get away, but you're like chemicals, chemicals, and I don't know if what we have is even real. All I know is that you're in my head, like chemicals, chemicals, oh, 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 chemicals, chemicals, oh, 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 chemicals, chemicals, chemicals.
Hi everybody, I'm so happy to see you today. Thank you so much for coming back and seeing me and Desi. I hope you had a wonderful week, and I had another crazy week, but I am so glad to be here, and I am so glad you're here. And I thought today what we would do is go over some of my October favorites, and I want you to tell me what some of your October favorites are too. But I'm going to go through a few things that, you know, I didn't have a lot of favorites in October, but the ones that I did have were surprises and kind of mystery solving products that I picked up. And I don't know, I don't want to be too mysterious, but anyway, it was fun, and I think we're going to have some fun today. So let's do this. Let's go through October favorites 2018. Well, I wanted to start out with one of my favorites in October was the EMILY NOEL Needs palette. Is it needs or wants? It's needs. I need it. I went to Ulta and I saw this and I almost teared up because I've been watching EMILY NOEL for years. And you know how we get, with people that we watch on YouTube, we feel like we know them, we feel like they're family. And when I saw this in Ulta, it was like, oh, I was so happy for her. So, but not so happy that I would buy two until I knew what the quality was. So I only bought one. I bought the wants. No, the needs. I'm dyslexic. I don't know what that has to do with this. I had seen so many reviews on this palette, and yet it didn't sink into me that there was a bronzer, there was a blush, a highlighter, a translucent powder for underneath your eyes, and there were 6 beautiful eyeshadow shades. So I had no idea that in this palette was a full face of beautiful makeup, and I used it all today, and I don't know, I just absolutely love it. Let me tell you just a few things of why I love it. The eyeshadows, it's like, I mean, EMILY NOEL is 30 years younger than me, but it's as if she designed these shadows to be muted and so warm and beautiful and subtle for the older woman, for the more mature woman. But you could go on the cooler side if you were younger and get a very dramatic look. I have seen that. But the look that I got today is one of my dream looks, the looks that I try to achieve, getting away from brown and going more towards peach and rose gold. So you can so do this in this palette, and the eyeshadows, they're so pigmented, they blend like a dream. And what she does too is she includes a brow color that is so beautiful and a color for, you know, the corner of your eye. It's, anyway, I love the shadows. And what else did I love? Oh, the blush. I don't hardly ever wear a peach blush, but I'm wearing the peach blush that kind of matches the rose gold eyeshadow, so I love that too. The highlighter was so subtle. I loved that. And the bronzer, I got to sort of contour with that today, so I thought the quality was high. I love the packaging. It was so cute, and I don't know. So now I got to go back and get the wands because I want it. And that's how it goes. You know, it's really funny that sometimes the products that work best on my hair are not expensive at all. And you know, I always use the Herbal Essence gel. I put, you know, a little bit of gel in my hair, and then it thickens up my hair and my hair shines, but it holds a curl. And I stopped using this, and I just started back in October, and I thought, why did I ever stop using this? This is wonderful. This is by Herbal Essence. It's wonderful. And so is their mousse. And I used to use their mousse and their gel. And then I had all that hair. And okay, I don't have all that hair now. But I do love these two products. And I don't know why I quit using them. So I thought, okay, I'm going to mention this today, that if you see this, maybe you see it on sale or something, or maybe you're in the market for something to thicken up your hair, but you might want to try this. It lasts forever, and it's such a good value. You know, many of you know last June I had a mole removed from my face, and that takes a year to heal. And at first they ask you not to put on any irritants on your face to slow down the healing process. So I wasn't able to use my bee venom cream that I get from Lanacor that has lanolin in it and manuka honey. Anyway, I wasn't able to use this for 3 months. So what I used instead was I used a vanilla cocoa bean night cream by Even Naturals. And why was I using the vanilla cocoa bean cream? I don't know. It's so luxurious and thick and anyway, so now I can go back to using my Lanacor bee cream, but now I alternate, or I use them together because that's how I roll. Yeah. Another thing I loved in October is I switched brands of rosehip seed oil. And you know, I love Arocasio rosehip seed oil, but I haven't been able to get that brand. So my second favorite brand is from Life Flow, and I love this brand of rosehip seed oil. I am so picky about my rosehip seed oil. There's only 2 brands I like. Arocasio and this one. So I just love this brand of rosehip seed oil. It is cold pressed, and of every brand that I've ever used of rosehip seed oil, this one smells the worst, or to me the best. It smells very, very strong and very woodsy, and I love that. I know the bottle is active when I can smell that woodsy smell, and then it just feels so good on my face. I use this morning and night. Not a lot, a little goes a long way, but I love my rosehip seed oil. A couple more favorites for October for me was working out. I started to work out every single day in October, and boy, am I glad that I started doing that. What a mood lifter, and it has helped my back, and it makes me feel more confident, and my clothes are starting to fit me a little bit better. I've lost a little bit of weight, not much, but a little bit. I'm really struggling with that. But oh my goodness, I can't believe the difference that exercise makes in my life. So yeah, exercise is definitely a favorite. You know, another favorite of mine in October was a planner that I was sent as a gift. It's called the Happy Planner. I don't know if you guys are familiar with it, but it's such a beautiful planner, and it's something that you kind of work on. But what made this planner so special to me is Bill has, my ex-husband has a sister, Janet, and her daughter is named Hope, and Hope and I have been close for a long, long time. And Hope sent this planner to me in the mail when she knew I was really feeling pretty down. And what she did was she individualized so many of the entries. Like, you know, for Valentine's Day, she drew in a little heart, or for my birthday, she put in a little sticker. And it just, I don't know, I've never seen anybody do that before. No one certainly has done that for me before, to personalize a planner like that before. So anyway, I really enjoyed it for October, just playing with stickers and different colored pens. I know it sounds silly, but it's very relaxing and angelic, and I really needed, I needed to have a little bit of peace that this gave me. 2018 for me was just a disastrous year for me trying new foundations. I pretty much disliked them all. I have two Holy Grail foundations. I have tried high-end and low-end, and my two Holy Grails are the CYO foundation and the Fit Me foundation. It's as if the Fit Me foundation was especially made for me. I love, you know, the coverage and how it lasts and how it doesn't sink into lines and pores and blah, blah, blah. So anyway, I have been told for years and years this is a dupe for the Smashbox Studio Foundation, Studio Skin Foundation. So finally, after years and years, I finally picked this up in October at Ulta. And so now here's the big reveal. Are these two really a dupe? No, they're not. They're not. Now, my Estee Lauder Double Wear, these two are very, very similar. I want to do kind of a myth busting video on these two foundations. If you really love the Fit Me foundation, would you really like this foundation? And there are a few similarities, and one of the similarities is this: you can't make a mistake with the shade. The shade is absolutely beautiful, but I have never in my life worn a foundation like this one. As far as it is, when it's on, and it's not moving, and it's not going anywhere, and anything you put on top of it, that's not moving either. And I'm intrigued by that. And I just wanted to say, if you walked in a room and you saw me sitting at a table, as you're walking towards me, you would probably think, wow, you know, that's a pretty flawless finish with that foundation. You probably wouldn't think that, but okay, let's just say you would think that. Anyway, so that is true. You would think this was more flawless on me than the drugstore Fit Me. That is absolutely true. But in a 10x mirror or a 5x mirror, it looks cakey to me. It looks like I have makeup on. This does not look like makeup on my skin. This makes my skin shine through. This does not. But this gives me amazing coverage that doesn't move. It claims it has 15-hour staying power, and I think it has 115 hours of staying power. It just doesn't move. But anyway, I just wanted to bring that up, you know, because I have heard for years that those two foundations are dupes for each other, and they're not. I did not want to finish this video without addressing some of the comments that you left on my video last week. And it was in response to a quote that I had recited by Ernest Hemingway: "Life breaks everybody. It's just some of us are stronger at the broken places." And I talked a little bit about how 6 years ago I didn't have a reason to get out of bed, and I heard from so many of you who related to that in your past or who are going through it now, and you asked for some concrete advice, and all I could say is, all I can think to say is just to think back on what it was like for me 6 years ago. And you know, they tell us, you know, well, be your own best friend. But sometimes I think when we've kind of hit bottom, I think, you know, being our own best bitchy girlfriend is the best thing for us. You know, in my case, I just didn't want to leave the house. I didn't want to see friends. I didn't want to see family. I just did not want to walk out that door, but I made myself walk out that door. You know, they say so much of our depression in our 60s and 70s is we feel that we are constantly being judged financially, the way we look. Has she lost her looks? Has she lost her figure? You know, does she have a man? All that kind of stuff. You know, the stuff that isn't important, but somehow it somehow can seep into our psyche and contribute to us feeling of not wanting to walk out that door. But another thing they say is, you know, well, you know, to get yourself up, find your passion. Well, you know, when you're in a state of depression, nothing seems like a passion. You know, the thing I love most, music, that was my passion. But when I was so down, it meant nothing to me. I couldn't feel it. I couldn't feel anything. So for me, I didn't find my passion. I had to create my passion. I had to find something, step outside that circle of myself and find something that I could feel passionate about. It just wasn't there, so I created it. I picked up a camera and I started taking pictures, and I loved it. And then I combined the pictures with music, and I loved that even more. And then I started doing videos, and I found a passion. I found something that I loved so much, and I love it to this day. To be able to communicate through music and film, and being able to sit here and talk to you and listen to you, yeah, that's passion. But I didn't find that passion. I created it. I created it because I felt like my life depended on it. And so I think that, you know, if we can't find our passion, then I think we can create it. There's so many things, you know, we can sign up for an art class even though, you know, we never drew a thing in our life, or we can start taking piano lessons, we can volunteer at the hospital, we can help people get to the polls to vote. It's endless, the things that we can do. Maybe our passion is to try to help others find their passion or create their passion. But I don't know, I think the thing I love most here is that the things that we're going through are so normal, and so many times when you're feeling down, your world gets so small and you feel like you're kind of living in isolation. And that's what's so wonderful about being here with this channel, is I don't feel isolated. We're all in this together. So I just want to lastly say, if somebody would have told me 6 years ago that I would feel like I do now, that I would feel joy and that I would feel grateful and proud, I would have said, you're crazy, you're lying. That's not possible. It's not only possible, it's probable. So yeah, we got this. We got this. I hope you had a fun Halloween, and I hope you're going to have a great Thanksgiving. And thank you so much for spending this time with us today. And have a wonderful brand new week. And when you're done with your week, come back and see us, okay? Okay, it's a deal. You don't like that hat? You don't like that hat? No hat? Hey, chew his hat. 'Cause there's too much noise around